The Food for Thought Committee had a dream that they felt that it would be great if there was a distribution center for food that would support not only the local food banks, but the food school programs and local community agencies. The county was willing to look at providing funding for the establishment of a food distribution center. And the county came to the United Way and asked the United Way if they would lead that initiative in the community. And that's really how the Food for All warehouse began.
Community social services through the county, Northumberland United Way, some of the local food banks all realized that there was an increasing demand for food locally at food banks and school nutrition programs, things like that. Kraft was a huge partner with us initially because they saw an increasing demand for donations of food from their locations, so they were one of our partners on board, and all these groups got together and thought local not-for-profit food distribution warehouse would be a great idea to have to help with this increasing demand. Our first year we had about 90 groups that accessed product from us, and they received just over 12,000 cases of food. Last year we had more than 170 groups access product, and they received just shy of 30,000 cases, or around 800,000 pounds of food. So every year we've seen significant increases in the volume of food we distribute.
When you look at the amount of food that's now distributed through the over 160 organizations that have accessed the warehouse, it means that there's children going to school and having healthy food every day. It means that individuals having to access the food banks are getting constant supply of food. We can't supply everything, but at least it means that they, we see they have access to it on a very regular basis. And our local agencies, things like the Transition House and the Women's Shelter and that, again, it's really supporting their needs and supporting their clients.
When we first started, it was interesting because the varieties that we had were limited because we only had one supplier. As we found new suppliers, we also found new varieties of product. The other thing we're doing, and we've only started this within the last year or so, we're actually purchasing food that's going back out to the group. So we had what we call a top 10 list, which ends up being about 12 items, but there's products that we don't have near enough of through the donated stream, so we're taking dollars that are being donated directly to the warehouse. 100% of those dollars are able to be used to purchase foods, and it's more nutritious foods like protein items, peanut butters and tuna and pasta sauce, canned fruit and vegetables, things like that, that all the groups seem to want lots of, and we just weren't able to keep up with the demand through our donations.
Change starts right here.
Change starts
here.
Here.
Change starts here.